Hey everybody, and welcome to Lindsay's Little Library, and happy Halloween! Oh, definitely one of my favorite holidays. I do really enjoy it. I wouldn't say it's like favorite of all time, but it is a fun day. So I just got back from going to my kids' school. They had a little costume parade there, which was super, super cute. It is a beautiful fall day in Wisconsin. It is like high 50s. The sun is out. It's gorgeous. We don't get these days all the time. So I'm going to quickly do this, give you my October wrap up, and then I'm going back outside and probably going to read a little bit. So here we go. October was a really slow month for me. I hit a reading slump, like big time reading slump. And so I really only finished 3 books. I'm almost done with my 4th book. I didn't listen to any books. I didn't pick up books for days. It's not like me. I am pretty on top of just needing to have some me time and to read every day. So I'm really not sure what happened. I just needed a break. It is what it is. I'm not worried about it, but I did read the 3 books I finished in October. I loved. I highly recommend all of them. Really excited about all of them. So let's get started, right? The first one I picked up and I finished in October was The Wicked Deep by Shea Ernshaw. I loved this book. This is a YA fantasy book that talks about 3 sisters who were sentenced to death for being witches. That happened like hundreds of years ago, and since then this town has been cursed. Every summer those 3 sisters come back up out of the water. They take over 3 young women in the community and they kill at least 3 young men that summer. I couldn't put this down. First of all, it's a beautiful cover, right? And it just, I don't know if it was the timing. It's not like this is a phenomenal book. It's not like I don't have post-its in here with wonderful quotes or anything like that, but it just was the perfect book for where I was at that time. So if you're looking for a fun, this was kind of my jump into October, get in a Halloween spirit book. This is it. It totally had me in from the get-go. I loved the witchery and the magic part of it. There was a twist. I did kind of guess it, but it was like a far off guess that I didn't think I was even right about. So I don't even care. I loved it. I loved everything about this. I loved the friendships and the relationships and the characters. They were great. I do highly recommend this. This is a perfect spooky October-ish. It's not really spooky, but definitely Halloween-ish read. Then the day that I finished reading that book, or it was the day before, I went with a friend of mine and we went and met an author that I had never heard of nor had ever read anything by. And I was like, okay, I'll come. I'm just interested and curious, and I'd love to go and see what it's all about. So I went and heard Linda Castillo speak, and she writes a series of books that centers around a police chief in Ohio. She's female, Kate Burkholder, and she's also formerly Amish. So as she was talking about these stories and these characters and where this came from, I am like, yep, I want to read that book. So I bought the very first book of the series that night, called Sworn to Silence. And of course, it is signed. Right? Even has my name in there. There it is. And I picked it up and I read it in a weekend. It's really good. Really good. So definitely mystery to it. It's pretty brutal. I'm not gonna lie. There's definitely some interesting scenes that happen in here. But I love Kate Burkholder. I love her as a character. I like fell in love with her instantly, and the little town that they're in and the community they have and how she's just really wants to, even though she's not Amish anymore, she's very still respects them and wants to protect them and help them. So it was amazing. I can't wait to pick up more of her books. Very easy read. Like I said, I sped through this and I can't say enough good things about this. I had never heard of Linda Castillo before. I don't know where I was or where I've been for this whole time because I'm totally missing out. There's like 9 books out right now. You know I'm gonna grab them up for sure. I'm already scoping out Book Outlet. It's happening, but I'm on a book buying freeze right now, so I can't, but it's okay. It's okay. I did buy this one, so don't tell anybody. But anyways, it was really great. I really enjoyed her. She was a great author to listen to. Very entertaining. So we have that one. Then After that book, I didn't read for a while, like probably a whole week, which is not like me. And then decided I really need to pick up this book because this author is going to be at my local Barnes & Noble this coming Saturday. So I'm like, well, she's actually there with 2 other authors. So Mary Kubica is going to be there. So I've read a book by her. I have a book for her to sign. Kate Moretti is going to be there. I've read a book by her. I have a book for her to sign. And Mindy Meja is going to be there. Have not read her book. So I wanted to be prepared. I needed to read her book. This is also the Barnes & Noble book club that I do locally, not the nationwide one. The one I do locally, this is our book that we picked for November. So of course I had to read it for that. So I picked up Leave No Trace. This follows a boy. What is his name? Because I never remember names, ever. So Lucas and his father go on a camping trip when he, I believe, is 10. And they've always been big campers, big outdoorsmen. They kind of keep to themselves. Lucas's mother passed away. Kind of sad. They've really just leaned on each other. And so camping in northern Minnesota in the Boundary Waters has always been very peaceful to them and just a place that they love to go. So they go camping one day and they never come out of the woods. And 10 years later, Lucas comes out of the woods. Right. What happened? What are they running from? What are they hiding from? What made him come out? What's happening? Lucas is put into a psychiatric ward because he's not speaking. He's acting very strangely. And so he meets, what is her name? Maya. And Maya becomes his like speech therapist, his kind of help. And she kind of helps figure out what happened. So it was really, really good. I finished this. It took me a few days to get into it, but we took a little family trip to Minnesota. So I'm like, hey, how appropriate is this? I've got a number of hours sitting in the car. So I finished this in a weekend. On the way home, I was halfway through and I didn't put it down the whole rest of the drive and finished this. It was really, really good. I really enjoyed this writing. Definitely need to pick up more books from her. And really excited to meet them on Saturday. So there's that. Then I picked up, or what I'm currently reading, is A Court of Frost and Starlight by Sarah J. Maas. So this is, what are they calling it? A novella to go with the Court of Thorns and Roses trilogy. It feels too short to be like the next book in it or a spin-off from it. But I'm about halfway through this. And I don't know, guys. I don't know if I'm just not in the mood for this book or if it's just not, I don't know. I'm not enjoying it 100%. I'm loving being back in this world. I love this world. I love these characters. So I'm going to keep going. Not too much has happened. I'm on chapter 12. So I'm hoping to finish this in the next couple of days because I got some other books I got to pick up. Next one on my list is The Dirty Book Club by Lacey Harrison. This is for my next book club book. And then I think I have to read this one, Sing Me Home by Jodi Picoult. Plus I have Jodi's new book and I kind of want to read that too. So I don't know. November's kind of up in the air. I'm not really sure what I'm going to go with yet, but I've been trying to keep my book picking more random lately, so that's why I haven't done a lot of TBR videos, and we'll see how it goes. So leave a comment below. Are you missing my TBR videos? Do you want more of an insight of what I'm kind of planning on reading, or do you not care? I don't know. You tell me, because if you're wanting them and you want me to do some TBR videos, I'll do that. I'll put them up. I can't guarantee I'm going to read those books, but I can at least give you my thoughts and kind of what books I'm interested in next. Definitely can do that. So yeah, leave a comment below. Also, if you've read any of these books, if you have heard of Linda Castillo, leave me a comment below. Help me figure out why I haven't heard of this woman until now. Where has she been? Because I loved that book. I love that book. Otherwise, like and subscribe, and of course, I'll see you guys next time. Happy Halloween!